Oh my god, champions. Right, so I still haven't found my streaming card. I don't know where that is. It's disappeared. I thought it was in my camera bag. I used it. Oh no, there it is. Brad's dad's name is Paul, pretty sure. Peter and Paul, whatever. That's very religious.
I think he's me. I'm an alien.
You're an alien, yeah.
I think that's what you mean.
Put that over there. What's that powering? That's powering my light. That's powering that. That's powering that. That's the light. Sorry? Yeah, oh, it's I'm supposed to be live streaming, but yeah, then everyone walked in right as I was about to hit go.
I think seeing I'm only doing bells, I'm going to put this on the bench for the moment where I can use shorter leads.
Yeah, may as well.
I might as well just do it up here.
If you need more room, I'll move those amps out of the way. I've got to put all that stock away as well.
If we're going to do musical conduction, so we're going to hook into an amp, and I'll just use this amp up here.
Yeah.
Or the little one, maybe.
Yeah, just use a Marshall. It's just a 1/4" jack in that. Yeah. There you go, there's your plug.
Yeah, that would lead.
It starts on the drive channel all the time, just turn it over to clean. Clean's got heaps of gain, so I turn it right down.
Well, we can have those resistors back too. Hopefully I won't need them again. I won't say it will be invincible now, but it'll be a lot more robust.
Wrong Pope. Oh, come on, you fucker. Sorry, champions. I'm a bit late today. It's too busy all the time. There's too much going on. Trying to stream when I can, but it's minus 20 hours every week. Where am I going to put that? Get a copyright strike from Booker, what's his name? Booker T and the MGs. That'll be an honour.
Green onions? You got green onions?
At home, in the fridge. Someone mentioned green onions, so I'm probably going to get a copyright strike if they can hear the music. I'll just turn the compression down. I need a little step ladder here, eh?
You do. Just a two-stepper. So I can reach things right at the top. You shouldn't be reaching up either. Want me to get one?
No, it's alright. I'll just use a mess of boogie. Customer in the shop? No, that's Mum. Someone just said, is that a customer in the shop? I said, no, that's you. Yeah. I just had a bunch of customers all come in at once, which is why the stream was delayed. There you go. I'll step out of the way so it focuses. There you go. Otherwise you're blurry. You're like the Bigfoot. You're always blurry in photos. Yeah, we've got the Tom's Line ones down there. The black ones. Here you go, mate. How's that going?
So 53. Oops, hang on. Where was it?
Heat sink's nice and cool still. Yeah, a
Yeah,
little,
just warm.
warming up a little bit. Not quite the gut warmer we thought it might be, but what was I doing?
There's the null.
Yeah.
That's quite clearly about 870. 870 on there. 850, 870 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6.
About 6.
So that's probably
6,000.
about what it's supposed to be.
Sweet as, bro. Oh, looks like JJ's all the way then. Tube amp doctor down the drain. Thanks, Sam. See you, mate.
250, 250.
Yep.
We're running at 53, which is the one that I've been using for most of them.
Yep.
And that's giving us
6,000.
at 53 instead of 72.
Yep.
But can't get them all up to 72, so
Yeah, right.
that seems to pull through.
Sorry?
Forgot about those kind of things.
The pedal things?
Yeah.
Yeah, pedal tuners. You want a box for that? Yeah. Might be one in the van as well. That's alright, they charge the same for up to a certain size anyway. It's probably only going to be 20 bucks. That's lovely for anyone with tinnitus.
Oh, it's
All exactly the same.
And there is a bit of warmth there now with them running at 52,
Yeah,
53.
well you got the heatsink for it.
Yeah. If it gets so hot you can't touch it, I'll be a bit concerned.
Oh, Pete Ross is playing at the Duke across the road from Dr. Gear with the Ampeg VL 1002 that I rebuilt. There you go. King Machete is the band. Hey Brad, I hear you have a new toy. Yeah, well that 4 kilohertz tone you're hearing, that's Dad testing the transconductance on a quad of 6L6 GCs. They're all running all at once.
All running within a
Millimeter.
milliamp of each other.
Yeah, I just got a new batch of valves in since we switched back to JJ's after getting fucked over by Tube Amp Doctor repeatedly. Tube Amp Doctor's in the bin and we're back to JJ's. So I just got some batches of 6L6 GCs, some EL34s and some new dual micro 6V6S's suitable for combos. Ah, Joel's here. Sorry, mate. Late, just like everything. Maybe Brad expands to roofing. I was thinking about roofing today, actually, because coming into the hotter months, our roof in the sunroom out the back has no insulation at all. So I was going to lift the sheets and shove some rock wool in there just to help out a bit. Is this some sort of cruel joke? Sorry, Rob. It would be pretty funny if I just put up a live stream and never started it though. I think the beer is lukewarm now. It's not beer o'clock yet, mate. It's 11:35 a.m. Saturdays are very busy here. I normally get here early to do a video before the shop opens, but once the shop opens, it's pretty well chaos on Saturdays. And I was too busy editing videos all morning to get here and do a video prior. You missed the AC30 resto. I have to watch that later. Which one was that, Joe? It may not have happened yet. That might be the one that I've got to fully restore. My level seems to be a bit low. Just one sec. Try that. Testing. Hey, yeah. Testing. That's a bit better. Tube tester looks awesome. You know about the tube tester, Joe, because you are a member. Anyone who's not a member would not know, unless you're a friend outside of YouTube. What the fuck you throw? you throw those caps away, man. Pure tone in the bin. Yeah, well, my bin sounds better already. Can't you hear the tone? It's more defined, you know. More vintage. Joe said, "Sorry, Peter. I'll remember from now on. He's not Paul."
I just feel like the movie Paul.
Are you hanging Christmas lights already? No, not yet. I will do that though. I just love lights in general. So Christmas is a good excuse to hang some glowy shit up. Jesse Hicks, howdy from Tokyo. You're in Tokyo, Jesse. That's awesome. What are you doing watching me? Go and do cool shit. It's the peak of the day, mate. You should be, what time is it in Tokyo? It is, sorry, world time, 5, New York, 1, Chicago, 2, Tokyo. It is 10:37 AM and 57 seconds. I love Tokyo. Hello, Miss Brad. Yeah, she's shipping some stuff out for me. I hope she gets it right. Commerce, family, 2 legs of life stool. Yeah. I just learned that Mark Knopfler wrote Private Dancer. Private Dancer? Do you mean Tiny Dancer? Brad always gives us these David Attenborough moments where we can see the salesman in his natural environment. G'day, Mrs. Webb, not doing too good on job security. If you want to see some cool stuff, head to the outskirts. There's lots of hard off. There's a dedicated hard off that does musical instruments in Kichijoji. Kichijoji? Dual micros are brilliant. Threw some into Supersonic 22 the other week, and the microphonics are so much lower. Yeah, hopefully they stay that way. That can be expensive going through tubes like that. What a shame. Yeah, they're always a screen grid short. They haven't figured out how to fucking spot weld their screen grids without them snapping. So that's the problem. They know it's a problem, and they keep giving them to us. Fuckers. What's up, fellas? 6:35 PM here in Arkansas. Yes, I know how to say it properly. Your dad must be a wizard to make that awesome tube tester. He used to have a beard, but now he doesn't, so you can't be a wizard unless he's got a beard.
No, they kept calling him Santa Claus.
They kept calling him Santa Claus. He shaved it off because they were going to make him the street Santa for all the kids in the street. And he's a massive Grinch, so he's like, fuck that. Shaved it off. We had a big JJ dealer here in Portland, Eurotubes. Owner was big on mixing EL34s and 6L6s in the same quad. Okay. Double micers like the old RCAs. Did the old RCAs have double micers, did they? I didn't know that. Did you ever hear of that? The old RCA valves having dual mic washers?
See, I was never really heavily involved with guitar amps and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it didn't matter for hi-fi. It's not like you're carting it around everywhere. Well, you probably were. To parties and shit. Dad was the PA man. How come the level's gone up again? Hang on. Testing, hey, yeah. Testing, hey, yeah. Yeah, so back in the day before everyone had like wicked stereos, Dad used to, he built, was that the Mullard 510 you drag everywhere? Yeah. Mullard 510 amp, so that was his party amp. He dragged all the piss ups.
In fact, I was using those 12 PEGs and 12 yeah, those 70s speakers I've got in the box at home.
Oh yeah, the 12 PGs, whatever they are.
One's the 12 PEG, 11 12.
12 something or other. The roller speakers, yeah.
They were the woofers today.
Alrighty then, have we got HDMI? Let's turn the camera on and see if it works. Fanny boy, wake up. Hey, crutch cam. Alright, looks like we're pretty well ready to go, champions, after all of that. How's that for light? Hey, Frankie boy. Frankie from Forgotten Gear Restoration says hi, Dad.
There you go.
Frankie! Speaking of Seppos, We've got a 110 volt deluxe reverb 1965 model here. I'm getting all the vintage shit, champions. It's finally happening. Spent years fixing fucking classic 30s and what do you call them? Hot rod deluxes. Finally paying off. That colour's looking a bit meh. Not very warm. Looks a bit cold. Maybe I've got to warm that up a bit. That's looking more like it. Ah, mate, it's been a hectic morning. Got up at 5 AM, been editing video until 9:30, then came to the shop, and then opened at 10, and now it's 11:42. Right, so this one's got reports of hum. It's already been recapped. I'm already spotting a few things. We won't be there all night. We're only going for a couple of hours. So we'll probably come around after that. We'll see. I don't think Benny Richards is there, so... So this has the safety ground on the cathode of one of the output valves as well. I don't know if that was a thing that Fender used to do at the time. It's unsafe and illegal. Oh, now I've got hiccups. God damn it.
See you guys later.
You're off?
Yeah.
Okay, have fun.
No. Yeah, no.
Oh, we didn't get milk, do we? Oh, I'll go up the shop. I'll go get a coffee in a minute. Oh, do you want to grab us a coffee? Is that alright? Just
Let's go to the post office to make the time, and we'll get soon back into the coffee.
this coffee shop over there if you wanted. Alright, thank you. She might get a promotion for that.
Might get a raise, you reckon?
She might get a raise, yeah. What's that bubble in the board? I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about that? That's the optocoupler. But what I'm paying attention to, champions, sorry it's chaotic today. Safety ground on the cathode is a big no-go. That's not how you do a safety ground, so that's going to have to change. Just looking at so black is active. This is an actual US style plug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it up just temporarily and just see what's wrong with it. This customer is interested in going for a 240 volt conversion, and I do have one of these transformers in stock. I tend to always stock like a deluxe reverb transformer and a couple of other ones that often fail, like the reverb transformers, that kind of thing. I've usually got one of them in stock. What am I doing? Yeah, testing continuity. So live. So live is white. I thought live was black. I think initially it was black, but someone's wired it the other way around. So neutral switched and goes to fuse, and active. Where does active go? Okay, so active. No, sorry, active is fused. Is it? Okay, so it goes active, ground switch, which is disconnected, to fuse tip, and then to transformer. So the active is fused but it's not switched, and it goes neutral to... Now this is really hard to... Let me just separate these wires up because I'm getting jumbled up here. Alright, I can actually see what's going on now. Who needs a fuse, eh? Yeah, well that's the next thing. What rating is the fuse? That's 3 amp, which I think is 3 times the standard value. 3 amp fuse. Isn't that fun? That's just asking for a fire. So it went active to switch to transformer, and it went neutral to fuse tip, fuse ring to transformer. So we're gonna have to rewire all of that. Let me just take notes because my memory is absolutely shocking at the moment with everything going on. I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. I don't think I've ever been this busy in my whole life. And I'm frankly not enjoying it that much. Oh yeah, all the fucking money I'm spending too. You only make money if you don't spend any, and you can't fucking make any of it without spending a shit ton of it. Did you want to just use the P-Touch? I know it wastes a bit of label for everyone, but I've got just the white label shit there that's not that expensive. You didn't bring your label printer, did you? Because you know
No,
I've got one.
No, I've got the same printer.
Yeah, it's the same model, yeah. Hey, Dave Friedman's here. How you going, fella? It's a bit of a random stream because I'm just being pulled in 60 different directions today. I'm sure you know the feeling. Alright, deluxe reverb, 65 model. 65 deluxe reverb, so, alright. Notes. Rewire mains. Replace 3 amp fuse with 1 amp. Option for 240 volt conversion. Requires Hammond. What was the model number? 291 AEX. 291 AEX, I think is the one off memory. Hammond. 291 AEX. $255 Australian in stock. That's retail. No, that's the friggin'. I thought that was cheap. That's the Princeton Reverb one. Was it just 290 AEX? Deluxe reverb. We're getting mad into the surf rock. I've been listening to Atlantics and Dick Dale all week. 290 BEX. Okay, so 250 bucks. That's actually cheaper. And it's twice the size. Oh, I'll take it. Alright. Hammond 290 BEX. 250 RRP. Don't mind that 4 kilohertz there. I wonder if I can put a notch filter in. That's all right. So yeah, I'm just thinking of a way to show this. So see over here, champions. What's this we got here? I know it's upside down and sideways, but it's the DeLorean. What year do you want to go to? I reckon... What year would you go to, champions? And what would you go see? So that's Dad's valve tester. Sorry for you Yanks, that's the tube tester. Frankie's in California listening to surf music in Australia. What a time to be alive. That's the way it rolls. I reckon I'll get a copyright strike for this one. I'll just turn my mic down a bit. So it's either too low or it's too high. I don't know what the go is. Boom of indie music. Yeah, we've always been pretty rock and roll, man. I think a lot of it's to do with Amel and the sniffers going off worldwide. But there's a lot of stuff happening in the UK too. You got Idols. I'm looking forward to seeing Idols soon. That'd be good. Just let me know. Is my voice clipping at all there? Anyway, don't worry about me. What matters is what's on the screen here. So he's got basically you can test all four at once. That's sort of the weak spot with the Maxi Matcher. You have to test one at a time. Whereas these you can really smash through the sets and just shove them all in and go for it. And it's also got, you can see the plugs hanging out the side here. That's feeding a signal to test the GM, and that's coming off into just an amp. You can also test for microphonics.
I'll give you a demo of that.
Yeah, well hang on, I'll give you a mic.
And that's the one, and this is the next valve.
That's a little bit more that one, eh? Yeah,
think
pretty good.
These two.
Probably a good one would be like a small screwdriver with a rubberized handle.
Yeah.
Just so it's a bit less of a tick.
Try that. Yeah. Hang on.
Yep, next. Bit less.
They're all about the same.
Yeah, nothing
That's
too hectic.
pretty much what I'd call an acceptable level.
Let's test one that I've marked as microphonic.
It's Celtics.
6v6 every time. No, that's tube amp doctor. That can go in the fucking bin.
Yeah.
Oh, that shits me so much. So, tube amp doctor batches 23AH. Apparently a known issue. So instead of giving us a recall, they just wait till something goes wrong and sort of hopefully get away with it. But we did not get away with it. Look at that bass, would you? So I sent them an email and they say, oh yeah, that's a known issue. I'm like, well, you could have fucking told me that before I started putting them in amps, you dickheads. But anyway, they were good about it. They returned them. But now the returns that they've given me have started failing too. So it's embarrassing. All these customers are coming back and now they're suspicious that it's something I've done, and it's nothing I've done. It's the valves failing in an otherwise perfectly operating amplifier. So we've ditched them all. And we're going for JJ's again. So yeah, it sucks and it's a big loss of money. But I'm not going to make the customers pay for it. I could technically, because some of them were outside 90 days, but it's a known issue. So I'm going to go one step up from what Tube Amp Doctor did. I'm not going to pretend it's not an issue. I actually reached out to every customer, because I got on the books what I sold them. So I reached out to every customer and said, look, there's a known issue with valves I put in your amp. Have you had any issues? And if they said no, I said, look, you're welcome to bring it back, no extra cost, I'll swap them out with some JJs. And a few guys said, oh look, it's fine, I just use it at home, it's not critical for gigging, so if there's any issues I'll let you know. And I said, that's fine, it's an open offer. You know, maybe don't come back in like 3 years and expect a free set, but yeah. So they said it's only an issue with the 6L6 GC, WGC STR or whatever the fuck. But since I've had issues with the 6v6s, and now I don't trust anything they make, so yeah, not fun at all, and costly and time consuming and embarrassing all at once. And you know, when you're in business, small business for yourself, and things are tight and they're getting tighter every year, we could really do without that kind of bullshit. Last one on the left is ringing. Well, that might be the 4K that we were giving it.
Yeah.
Do you feel tempted to say, I'm giving all she's got? I'm giving all she's got, cutting. I get what you're saying. Oh, I get what you're laying down there. All right, so let's go back to the tester, eh? So yeah, give us a rundown, Dad. So here you go. Here's a mic.
Well,
There you go.
okay. They can't see anything.
No, hang on. Yeah, they can see it. I've got
Can
the
they?
camera
Oh,
over.
okay. We'll give it some juice.
Give us some Jews.
So at the moment we're running at it'll settle in a sec. Probably 250 volts plate and screen.
250
There's
volt.
plate, screen.
Yep.
Grid voltage, minus grid voltage. Heater voltage up here. And you've got the plate current for those parameters of 250 and 250 and 17 point whatever. We got one valve's giving us, well, the first one's giving us 53.2.
Yep.
Next one's 53.7.
Yep.
Next one's 53.1.
Yep.
And then 53.2.
Yep.
Now I'd call that a beautifully matched set.
Yeah.
So it's that quick and easy to determine how well matched the set is.
Yeah. So they're running through the GM.
Yeah. GM, what we've got to do is feed it in with 4K.
So we've got the signal generator plugged in here.
Yeah. And that's going to a little amp here on the bench. Can you hear it? I'll turn it a bit more.
Yeah, I'd say they can hear it.
What we do is we tune. This is basically tuning a bridge, comparing the input signal to the valve and in comparison to the output.
Yep.
When they're the same amplitude and out of phase, you have a null.
You have a cancellation there. Right
There's the null there, which is on the vernier. It's giving us 870.
So it's got $1 million vernier pot there.
And
Is that just a standard pot on the bottom
yeah,
of that?
oh no, it's a 10 turn.
It's a 10-turn pot.
10 turn. It was not a real dear one, about 40-50 bucks.
That's all right. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. I thought verniers
And-
were like hundreds of dollars.
And this, the guys who designed this mutual conduction circuit was the American, I think it was American Valve Museum.
Oh yeah.
And I based the GM circuit on theirs.
Yep.
And this is the graph they produced to get your final GM reading.
Right.
So off the vernier we got 870. So that puts us up here on the graph. I don't know if you can see it. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just chuck it like there.
Yeah. You're 870
Yep.
is at this point 850, 60, 70. This is 1,000.
Count your way up.
It's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000.
Yep.
So that's a mutual conductance of 6,000 micromos.
Micro-mo. And mo is ohm
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, because it's opposite of
And
resistance.
that's the same for each valve. That's the first valve. There's the second one. So as I was saying to Brad a while back, if you've got a set plate current and running the valves at 250 volt plus on the screen and the plate, and whatever bias voltage you derive to get the reading at 53, I've chosen that because when I use that to calibrate this from a handful of valves I had back in my workshop, and it's falling true with the spec sheet anyway. So the spec sheet states that it probably should be up to about 72 milliamps per valve to get 6,000, but we've you can increase the plate voltage, and it doesn't greatly change that. Probably marginally, but
Look at the video. It looks like you're lying down on the job.
yeah. But yeah, so it's very effective, and for the as we were just demoing the microphonics, you can turn the tone off now. Select the valve, press the button which increases the plate resistance, and go to the next valve, and you go to the next valve. Oh, hang on, that's off. And just to prove it is the right valve, you can't hear the microphonics from these valves. It's only that one where you got the button pressed on. So, yeah, I call it a success. Even though one of the G-Vamp Doctor valves this morning went into arc mode and took out my little screen limiter on that particular valve spot. So I only had, what are they, 1 watt fusible or half watt?
The one that was in there?
Yeah.
Where is it?
The little tiny buggers in here.
No, they'd be
Half watt.
probably half watt. Yeah.
So I've put 100 ohm 2 watters in there, which is in the other valve tester, and we've had all the arcing and light displays from the last little demo.
Yeah.
And didn't blow the resistors or didn't damage the valve tester. So that's the little individual valve tester.
Here's the little one that I think we've showed on stream before.
Yeah.
Come on, camera.
So I've enjoyed making these, all the metalwork, circuit boards. This one is not based on any circuit boards. It's purely hand wired, that one, point to point. And
He makes all the chassis in his little
folder.
press brake, that is a pan brake that he's built.
Yeah. So it's all good fun.
Yeah. It's got some weight to it.
Yeah, this one's 10.5 kilos.
10 kilos for that one.
Yeah.
5 pounds.
Yeah. 5 pounds of butter.
There you have it, champions. Now what was I doing?
So
Stuff.
any questions?
Any questions? I feel like we're teaching a school class.
Any questions? And the bias voltage we can take up to 60 volts. 64 volts actually.
TS6L6GCSTRs. TS? Tungsol 6L6GCSTRs tend to be the best ones on the market. At the moment, maybe. They're also like $80 each here. Like each, not per pair. No switch mode power supply there. No, that's all linear.
No,
You've got one for the...
no, all linear.
Yeah, but what was the plug pack?
Oh, that's to supply these 4 meters.
That's just a meter.
Just a meter, because those meters are actually sitting at plate voltage, which is it can be up to 500 volts. So I had to isolate them with something.
Yeah. Fuck, that's a worry.
No, it's not. They look perfectly safe.
All right, I've got the defibrillator at the ready. I should probably get a defibrillator here, but I'm always here by myself. So what's the defibrillator?
It's not going to help you much.
Yeah, you can't fucking use it yourself unless you got one of those automatic ones.
All right, well I got to get to
then
work.
Then it might go off by itself and just like you'll be sitting here working away and fucking. The tube combobulator is discombobulator is finished. Yeah, so that's his prototype at least.
Took me about 4 weeks to put it together.
4 weeks.
That's the chassis, circuit boards, everything.
And that's pretty good for a proto. You're figuring it out as you go too.
Yeah.
If we were to make another one, we'd probably go CNC, like laser cut and folded chassis. I could do all that in CAD and circuit board in KiCad. Well, you've already done the KiCad in.
Yeah, it needed to be tidied up a bit, but it did work, and it was just a home etched board.
Yeah.
And I got photos of that there if you want to have a look at it.
Yeah.
But, and I was pretty happy with it. There was one little stuff up I made, but I won't admit that one.
Won't admit.
Won't tell you what it was.
Oh, I just figured something out. Hang on. So you got to select the unit. All right. So I'm on unit 1, and the volume is set to. Wait. What? Okay. That's weird. Sorry, I've only been streaming for like 10 years, and I'm still figuring out my shit. Sorry, guys. 2 hands in the pocket mode. Wow. Can't get a lot done in that mode, can you?
Depends what you're trying to achieve. Yes.
How high can plate voltage go? Was it 550?
With the limitations, what's being supplied to the pot, around about 490, 500, depending on the mains.
Okay, right.
So, but that's heaps. You don't need to go any higher than that.
No, it should be right.
If it's going to arc over at bloody 550, it's going to arc over at bloody 500. Yeah. So, or even 450. As we saw this morning, we got to about 200. And it shit itself. Just means the devastation can be greater.
Why is your mic so much louder than mine?
I don't know. It's right next to my mouth.
Mine's right next to my mouth. Maybe my beard is muffling it.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm not keeping up. I'm hurting today. What happened, Mark? What's going on? Did you have surgery or something recently? Yeah, he did all his own metalwork. He made a pan brake out of
angle iron.
2 bits of, what is it, 75 mil by 6?
50 by 5.
50 by 5.
And then I had to brace that with some 40 by 3 welded into the back of it to get this length as straight as it is. So with the little tester it was much easier. That's only about 300 wide.
Yeah. And that's like 2 mil alley.
1.6.
1.6 is it?
Yeah.
It's a little thicker than that.
Yeah. That's why I got a bit of a slope on the front there. It gives it rigidity.
Yeah. Rigidity.
Rigidity.
Spinal surgery. Jesus. Yeah, take care of yourself, Mark. That sounds bad, man. So yeah, just as you guys are walking in now, I've got my camera set up. We had a Fender reissue, blah blah blah. It was biased at about 140%, 130% when it came in, so I had to replace the resistor. When I pulled the resistor out, it just fell apart in my hands. I don't think that's damage from heat. Don't know. It's an ohmite. Like, they're supposed to be good resistors, but yeah, it just fell apart. As soon as I undid one soldering connection, the top bit just fell off and was holding on by the actual wire. I didn't realise how thin the wire is, but we'll see how good the panny boy can zoom in. You can see the little bit of wire there. I think my coffee's arrived.
I hope they didn't get me one.
You still got one, haven't you?
I just finished it. I couldn't handle another one just yet.
Yeah, you see the little wire there come out. So yeah, I had to change that out. That was the amp that the tube amp doctor valves failed in, so I just changed it out for the customer. He walked in just as I was about to start the stream, which is part of the reason I was late. Later than average. Oh, did you get one for Dad too? Yeah. He just finished his... I got the puppy dog cup. I got the little puppy dog cup.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
He's got light bulbs, I got puppy dog.
I just finished my coffee.
Yeah, I told you. And there's a brownie.
A brownie?
Oh, lovely.
Not a live one, not like a
Ooh.
brownie, a cake.
Let's not be racist here.
A brownie and a muffin, you can go halves with each other.
Okay.
Okay. Share. It's not good sharing, Brad.
Ah.
Cut it in half. No one wants to look at your armpits, bro.
No, no. I'm just showing him my coffee cup.
The lid.
I've got doggies. Look at them. Everyone comes to my channel for the highest of intellectual prowess.
Oh, muffin.
Lyle's trying to figure out how to lift a wall right in the sill. Oof. Can't you just go and hire some acro props? I don't know what you call them over there, but they're just those big stands. You just hire them from the local hire joint. Hey, I'm enjoying seeing Lyle work in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Some people were commenting like, "Oh, I came here for the amps." It's like, well, no one fucking forced you to press the play button, did they, champ? It's very clear. Like, it's not like his thumbnails aren't, you know, pretty descriptive.
Now I might be able to get on with some testing.
Some testing, yeah.
Jesus.
Your old man is a very fart smeller.
What?
A fart smeller. Smart fella.
Smart fella. You're a funny guy. Oh, thank you.
Got another coffee.
He's just got solar systems.
Hey?
He's got everything. He's got typewriters, butterflies, planets.
The coffee shop on the way to the brewery.
He's even got a F-150.
Does it go?
All fixed. No, it just goes.
Boots.
Oh, that's not. No, it's not interesting enough. It's got to make a.
Yeah, I was supposed to be with him.
When it's calculating.
Well, we can feed a radio into it.
I was supposed to be with him today. 'Cause that's
It doesn't have to
Jose
think.
from
It's a
my school.
dumbass.
They
Just
do
sits
a
there
run.
waiting to be blown up.
It's already blown up today.
So they have a schooner.
Well,
at each
that's
brewery.
because I had little resistors in there.
Oh, it's hot and humid, yeah.
I had limited stock, so I used them and it was working fine for normal valves.
Yeah.
But when one shit
going
itself,
to be with them today.
Now what happens?
So they
So
start
late
at
for the warm-up
Squinters
for a
Brewery, and then they run to Mountain Culture, and then they run from Mountain Culture back to like Rusty.
that's the
Penny
heater
or
voltage,
something.
making them warm.
And they run back and forth.
That's the
they have a
high
schooner
voltage
each
on the
time.
plate.
Oh,
For that one,
I
that
asked
one,
him,
that
I
one,
said,
that
isn't
one.
it hard to run with like a
That's
gut
the
full
plate
of beer? He
voltage,
goes, no, the
this
beer's
is
no
screen
problem.
voltage,
It's,
and
if
that's
you
the
have
bias.
something to eat, you pretty much have to have a spew to
Is
keep
this for
running.
the safe to unlock
I'm
the
like,
safe?
ugh.
No, that's to.
Yeah,
See,
that's the Squinters running group.
You've got to find the spot where it's not going to blow up without it blowing up.
Because it's like a promotional thing.
they've run off the beer.
Yeah, well, that's
From the beer.
you're not guilty about.
And should
too much.
it? What should it be here?
Once I get to this adjustment,
Hope you're getting some work.
we'll be aiming for about 53 milliamps for the test.
All those lights, it's good, isn't it?
Are you
That's what
Asian?
I used to do. Is your dad's mic on?
Yeah.
Oh crap! Everyone's heard my
Your antics.
my robotic noises.
Here's a go.
That's what I'm doing while he's calculating.
Pete's valve test was making a funny noise, she's saying.
It should be.
It's
That's
not
his thing.
nice.
It's his, no, it's the thinking noise.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Alright, we're gonna go run around.
Okay.
Might
Not
have,
physically.
might have a Big Mac for my happy day.
Big Mac.
My happy day.
It's gross.
Big Mac.
It's nice.
But every $5
It's
goes
happy
to
day.
charity.
One at McDonald's house.
Why don't they just give him money because it's a
They
multi-billion-dollar
do, but it's
corporation?
just, it gets everyone in the community gets involved. Like the RFSs there, you can go jump on there.
The manager
Fire
in
truck.
Queensland on the Gold Coast of Macca's was Ronald McDonald. He changed
Hey.
his name.
Testing.
Hi, everybody.
No, it goes the other way.
Hi, everybody.
That's what I just said.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
I just said hi, everybody.
Today we are going to.
Do some
We
work.
better go. We're distracting them.
Yeah, piss off.
Your muff and your brownies on the
Muff.
bench.
Thanks for the coffee.
You're welcome. Your phone's there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Might actually do some work now, eh?
Yeah.
There's your coffee.
Thank you.
Oh, did I leave my phone up there? Oh, you just used it to get in the software? Right. Stupid phones. Carry on. Rotten meat. Where were we? Diagnosing a friggin' amp. Okay. This is what it's like all weekends, champions. I'll get the Variac because I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to give it 220 volts because it's going to blow it up.
Looks like another fairly nicely matched set of valves.
Excellent. Yeah, well, like I say, I haven't had any problems with the JJ's matching. It's
No.
Apex or whatever they use. It's pretty good. Can we have a contest to name the tube tester? Yeah. Jeez. What would we call it? Wesley Pipes. The glass barbecue. I don't know. Let's test some components for drift. You can see the meter? Not really. Alright, first test for any stray voltages as always. Pop. Nothing there. 0.2.
They're all okay.
Messer Masher. Maybe members only poll.
Oh, I hadn't need
Cock
down.
for Dolly. It's an ABE joke. Screen grids usually drift very... Ooh, is that open? Or am I just on a bit of flux? No, just a bit of flux. 500 ohm. 528. It's got the... Let's have a look at the other side. It's got the original dropper resistors, but someone's done a recap. They've used the, in my opinion, overpriced Sprague Adams, but they've left the original resistors in, so let's see how far they've drifted We've got two 10Ks, I think that's the stock value from memory. 12K. 11.6K, so not too bad. Not too east, not too east. And we've got the got some RCA 6v6 GTs. Now, initially you'd think there's no getter there, but I think the getter's on the base on these, because you can't see the little disc at the top. Base is a little loose, and yeah, the getter's down the bottom. The Go Getter.
So which is your coffee? Or yours over there?
Mine's over here.
Do they eat the bloody bickies?
No, they're on the kitchen bench.
Oh, okay.
Kitchenette. Remember your mic's on.
Yeah, okay.
Don't go for a piss. Like you did last time.
You're funny.
Alright, vacuum. We've got vacuum. We've got vacuum. 12AX7, yep. 12AX7, yep, got vacuum. Should be 12AT7. Can't read the writing.
Oh, they've eaten them.
Got vacuum. They've eaten them.
There was supposed to be a little bicky with the coffee.
I don't know. Eat when you're dead.
Bastards.
Bastards. You killed Kenny.
Okay.
You can see there's a little bit of a... I wonder if the camera's going to pick it up. Probably not. Maybe, maybe. Looks like a little bit of a dry solder joint there on the PI plate supply. There's a little remainder of a lead from the factory floating around there. Been sitting there for all these years. Stuck to a bit of flux. There's a couple of suspect solder joints actually. Having a look around. There's this one here which the tail resistor often cracks there and there, but it looks like someone's actually touched up that. Well, they would have touched that up because it's got the replacement bypass cap on it. We've got Sprague Adams. And we've got BMI. Never heard of that brand before, but we've got two replacements there. There is a little bit of cable greening happening, which is weird for the cloth covered stuff. You can see there. Bit of corrosion. Normally it happens with PVC wire because the insulation breaks down. Where am I? Over here. Oh, so that's got the internal PVC coating, which has caused the cable greening. So that's technically PVC wire. It's just got the dress cloth on the outside. Yeah, Fender used many different types of wire over the years. Drifting CC resistors equals magic. Yeah. Look, if they go within, you know, up to their tolerance, I'm usually not fussed. There's some situations where they're... What am I saying? I've already lost my train of thought because someone asked a question and I just read it. Can we talk about those old caps you threw in the bin? Was that a joke for YouTube? Are they really gone? Yeah, they're really gone. They're in the bin, mate. I give the parts back to all the customers, no matter how small they are. And if the customer goes, oh, I don't want it, throw it in the bin. I go, okay. And I'll throw it in the bin. It's a joke. Brad has them on reverb for over $50 each. Yeah, I wish. No, there's no value in them. We don't play make-believe around here. We get amps working for working musicians. No. The cloth-covered wire is reasonably clean. You can brighten it up quite a bit by hitting it with a quick pass of the heat gun. Really? But they're worth a few bucks. No, I'm not selling old caps. It's like selling your old sump oil, mate.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Because for me to sell them, I'd have to basically go against my principles and lie and tell people that there's value in them when I don't think that there is. And I'm not a slimy salesman that will make money anywhere I can. I've got a job to do, and I do it.
That's it. That's the way you were taught.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're always broke. I once saw a 54 Strat PU masking tape, pickup masking tape for sale. Fuck it. Like, yeah, that's exactly it. Just stop playing make-believe and just get to work, you fuckers. The chassis looks really good when I overexpose the camera. Looks really clean. She's pretty good. She's pretty good condition. So I'm having a hell of a time with the camera today. It's always tough on a chassis. Alright, anyway, let's continue testing. Instead of talking shit. Slope resistor, 119k. V1A plate load, 104k. V1B plate load, 109k. V2A slope resistor, 117. I just invented a word. 117.8. V1A plate load, 111.2, sorry. V1B 105.6, sounds like a radio station. 108. 108. 108. We've got tail resistors in the phase inverter, 1.01, 1.02 meg, 1.06 meg, 480, 497.9. PI plate loads 90.8, it should be 82, that's fine. And 106. So nothing's drifted too much. If anything, the slope resistors is probably the most.
Oh, you fucking hot little.
Tone purists will even pay for the spider corpses from an early Fender. Tone spiders, yeah, sprinkle them on. Look, if you've got a museum piece that you want to be all original, just don't change anything because you're not going to switch it on. You can either have a serviced amplifier or a museum piece. You can't have both. Sorry, that's how it is.
If you want both, if you want
both, you're just going to end up getting taken for all you're worth by snake oil salesmen because you want something that doesn't exist, just like every other aspect in life. Alright, so not visually picking up anything too scabby. Obviously we've got to fix up the stuff in the front end there, in the power supply there. Excuse me. I think it might be time to give it a bit of juice and take some voltage to see what's going on. got the original. The mic signal has dropped. What, when I'm speaking, Steve? Or I didn't say anything for a while there. I don't know if that's you thinking my mic was out. That was just me being quiet and looking at things. Hey Brad, does your dad come from Hi-Fi World or CB Radio? Yeah, he's done a bit of that, but he was a dad's mic is up, Brad's is down a bit. Yeah, I can't figure out. You can't change them individually, so I don't know. Unless they're trimmed with the app. Let me get the app out. Actually, I've got the app there. Oh, hang on. Does it do Bluetooth? I don't think it does. You've got to have it plugged in. Road. No, you got to plug it in the USB. Too hard. Give me a mic. You're not saying anything anyway.
No, you can have it.
So he phasing. Ooh. He had it just like that, but I've got the actual headset. All right, try that. See you, Frankie. You're off, are you? Take it easy, man. Take it easy, man. We'll go up some gain again. There you go. Try that one out for size. Testing, testing. Hey, yeah, yeah. 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 1, hey, yeah, yeah. 2, hey, yeah, yeah. Two rocks had near me. Had near me? There's a nut farm on the North Shore. There's a nut farm right here, buddy. I want a 2-rock amp. Are they worth the price? Probably not, but I think the mojo comes with the price tag. Look, 2-rock used to be some of the worst amps in the world, but they've really picked up their game, and I think they are probably worth the money now. And I've heard their support's pretty good, so I think that is probably what you're paying for a lot of the time, which is worth the investment. Having said that, I think 2-rock have a certified service centre here. Who we might add are also a service centre for Lazy J, but we won't go down that road. So I don't see any of them in Sydney. They all get sent to the other guys, and I've heard they're decent techs. So sweet as, they can deal with them. There's plenty enough work to go around, that's for sure. Oh, is that a bit of Scott Walker?
Don't know, mate.
All right, let's monitor the mains. Give it a paltry 117 volts it was designed for. 107. What are you gonna do with 117 volts? Those are rookie numbers. Here's a toll. I think that's, what's his name, Scott Walker? Let me have a look, I need to know now. No. Something soundtrack, I don't know. What do we want to hear? How about some Ice House? Bit of Aussie rock for yous. We're playing enough American stuff. Japan Droids. That'd be another good one. Oh, they did bring us food.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit of muff.
There's muffin or cake.
I'll have that before I have a beer. So I've got something in my guts. Alright, AC volts. I'll try and get it to where you can see what's going on, legends. I'll attach a ground lead to the chassis so I can just probe about. Oh, that's the other thing I'll check before I do that, just resistance on the output transformer. $227, 28. 227 shit, pretty much bang on. Sweet as, so we should expect the same voltage on both sides. Let's attach the meters for the anode, for the, you know what I'm trying to say. Two Rock John Mayer has wood grain PCBs. Yeah. They're just copying the Dumble thing because of Mojo. Yeah, I don't know. It makes some money. I'll give them that. Whether or not you're getting value for money, I couldn't tell you. Jesus Christ. What a fucking tool.
We'd love to hear the piston go through the block.
Yeah, fucking, if I pulled out of the driveway and the fucking prick drove right into my side too. Yeah, like, it's an industrial area. People are driving in and out of driveways all fucking day, and you got cockheads driving like that down the street. Fuck, I sound like an old man, don't I? What's this pile of shit? The fucking pins are so thin, they don't even stay in the socket. I think that can go in the bin. For export only. Yeah, you don't want it in your own country, do you? Do I have another adapter? That's the question. I did have a step down, but I don't know where it is. Maybe that's the reason it was buzzing, because it was making intermittent contact with the friggin' pins on the power plug. That'd do it.
Sure it would.
Oh, I don't have a travel adapter that's worth pissing on. Let's put another plug in there for now, champions. We'll just have to haywire abortion it. Silly American plug. Do they crush Hooner's cars there? Nah, I think they do in some states. It'd be a good move. Kind of wasteful though. Couldn't you just give it to someone else? Like donate it to someone? Donate it to like a grandma. So she drives it at like 3 kilometers an hour and the hoon's just sitting there like watching their car drive down the street 30k under the limit every day. Electric blue. South Australia, that's where it was, yeah. I think it was South Australia, maybe WA as well. Western Australia, not Washington. I said WA to someone the other day and they're like, what, Washington? Sean's asking what a hooner is. It's amazing the amount of just different stuff in Australian vernacular that I forget I'm talking to a primarily American group. Like, get a dog up, yeah. Oh, you fucker. Don't like this cloth covered shit being used for mains wiring either. Maybe back in the day it wasn't an issue, but electric blue. Alright, so I'm going to do something very dangerous. I'm going to temporarily attach a Australian mains cord to an amplifier that's got a 117 volt transformer. However, I'm still going to plug it into the Variac. And it's only me here, so pussy. I'll give it 240 volts, you reckon, straight up. Why would I do that? You're just a cowboy, mate. So I was working on the hot rod excuse me, the Hot Rod Deluxe video this morning, doing the updated version. It's already, like, I've edited it tight as shit. Like, there's barely a second of silence anywhere. It's just me talking shit the whole time. And it's already up to like 45 minutes. And I haven't even like put it back together yet. So it's a big video. I'm sort of trying to get back to my roots of the long format videos. They do way worse on the views, but it's what you champions desire. Yeah. Yeah, I miss the old like 45-minute, 1-hour videos from AVE and shit. They were great. Back in the day during like lockdowns and shit, you'd sit there with a beer and just relax. Now everything's short attention span, 20-second fucking TikToks. You'll never believe this one weird trick to get amazing tone. No, I won't believe it actually. You're right. Electric blue. Alright, I'll be changing this cord anyway, even if he does stay with the 120, because the plug on it's fucked. Showing primary insulation and that weird, I don't know what it is, coconut fibre or something. Some organic fibre. Anyway, yeah, that's got to go. That's so unsafe. Like, you go to unplug it and it's still touching the contacts by the time your fingers are touching the thing. I heard somewhere that the technically the mains in the US, it's supposed to have the ground pin at the top, but no one does it that way. And technically it's supposed to be at the top, so if anything falls in the gap, it hits the earth pin, not the friggin' 110 volt. But yeah, 110 volts, it only tickles. I've got amplifiers that put out more than 110 volt on the speaker terminals. Nothing too serious. How you going with that valve test? Are you done yet? You finished them all?
Yeah,
Do you want to stress test it? I got plenty of fucked valves down there from Tube Amp Doctor.
if you already know they're fucked, there's no point.
Thousands of dollars worth. Thanks, Tube Amp Doctor. What are you going to say? Like, can I get a return on them, but can you send JJ's this time? Because your valves fucking suck. He's probably just going to tell me to go fuck myself. So, what do? Keep putting valves that fail in people's amplifiers and keep having them come back until eventually I've got no money left and no customers left? Is that what they want? Is that what they want me to do? California is going to try crushing street takeover cars? You know what they should crush over there? The stupid massive trucks that you can't even fit in a fucking parking lot. That's what they should crush.
There's a lot of them coming out here now.
Yeah, it's bullshit. They should ban the fucking things. Dick extensions.
We go to Bunnings car park the other day, and the dickhead in this fucking great Ram had to park in the trailer area because you can't fit in one.
His shitbox
So fucking huge.
car can't fit in a... Yeah.
In a normal car park.
I'm surprised they started importing them. I thought it'd be illegal.
Yeah, just with their bloody...
Because over there, the reason they got them is because his tax breaks and shit around light trucks.
Yeah.
So that's what it started. There's a whole history behind it, why it became a thing. It may only tickle, but it would also evaporate an A string. Yeah. If the outlet is upside down. Yeah, it's much higher current, Sean. Good point. Replacement cord. What do we got down here? Acorn? 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 So that Princeton reverb video just recently, I knocked a bit off a price and the customer gave us the Ferguson transformer. There's nothing wrong with the transformer, it's good. It'd suit like a, I'd have to look at the current, but that's probably suit like an AC30 or 15. I'll have to check the current. That'll go, that'll make a nice match with that Ferguson output transformer we've got down there.
Yeah.
OP7 or something?
OP7,
Yeah. I'll make a little hi-fi amp for at home. That'd be nice.
One channel, yeah.
Little chucha. Put it in the sitting room and have a turntable there. No internet.
And just listen to one channel.
One channel, yeah. No, if it's a good song, it doesn't matter if it's mono, eh?
No. Right. Definitely right. You're bloody well right.
You're bloody well right to say. So, bloody Jace from Head First signed another band, I guess, sponsorship. Said partner, I'm not sure what that entails, but I guess he's giving him amps for free, I don't know. Maybe they bought them and they just agreed on a partnership. To me, if you've got a sponsorship, you're giving him the amps. But yeah, you got King Parrot. Now, I don't know if you guys are privy to King Parrot, but I'm about to make you privy. So, I guess we can do a copyright strike, can't we? Who cares if my channel gets taken down? Excellent intro to this song. It's really funny. Here's the link so you can watch it on your end, but I'll just give you a quick preview. Once I figure out my computer, sorry, bear with me. Desk share, desktop audio. Alright, playtime. I love that band. Do you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great, yeah.
I thought it was a valve tester, no?
You what?
I thought it was a valve tester.
You thought of it as a valve tester becoming possessed. Yeah. Pizzazzed. Where'd my solder go? Did you steal my solder?
I did. Just,
Oh, there it is. Sounds like my son's band. Yeah, my son must have a good band then. I listen to everything. One moment I'm listening to, Dizzy Gillespie. Next moment I'm listening to that, or ambient German doom metal. Oh, Blood Vial is your son's band name. Blood Vial. Alright, I'm going to get a little eyelet so I can ground the chassis. Might just put that up there away from the trolley, sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't want to knock it over. M3 screws. Running out of room in my workshop, and she ain't the smallest workshop either. It's getting steamy, lads. 78% humidity in here. Only 24 degrees. Science. Supposed to have thunderstorms today. Hopefully we get a bit of a light show. I love a good storm. There's a screw, there's a washer, there's thing. Three mil flat washer. No. Where are they? I don't know, this is just temporary. I'll do it properly later. You gotta have a ground connection.
See these JJ valves, mate, they're all pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know why I started exploring tube amp Doctor. I think JJ were out of stock there for a while. Oh no, it was because JJ were having the glass fracturing issues, but they've gotten over that now. That was long term. That was from like 2018 to 2021 or something.
Yeah, you pretty much any of these, this set of six you can swap amongst themselves.
Yeah, they're all that close, eh?
Yeah, the bias is a bit different than the other two batches have done.
Yeah.
The same readings on IP. We've got 17.1 minus on this 6, but the other two batches of 4 are 17.7. So it's all, any of the 4s you can swap with any of the 4s.
Yeah, so if anyone's wondering why if Vatco's out of stock of 6L6s, that's my fault, sorry.
How did you buy it?
Oh, like 24 or something? Yeah.
The problem with these other pots I've had to use, the half-watt ones, is that the knobs I bought like that don't fit because they're for splines.
Ah, fuck's sake, yeah. Pots are a pain in the arse, honestly. They're the hardest thing to stock. So many different factors with pots. Yeah, that running group they were talking about, I was supposed to be in on that, but I was going to do some training beforehand because I'll probably have to have a tactical spew or two if I tried to run that far these days.
I won't try those, and these wouldn't stand it.
Well, mine probably won't. I should be alright.
Really get back in the bike.
Yeah, you just watch yourself. You come off that thing, you're going to fucking...
No, the trickies don't come off.
Oh, yeah. Like motorbikes, I guess.
I got away with all that time with only a couple of minor mishaps.
Yeah. I'll tell you about the time I was at the Bottle when riding the bike, and out of the blue this dickhead comes up to me while I'm putting my helmet and shit on and goes, "Oh, you're a temporary Aussie." I said, "What?" "Because you're a temporary Aussie, you ride a bike, you're going to die soon." I'm like, "Are you okay, mate? Because I'm about to smash you in the face with my fucking helmet." I'm like, who says that to someone? "You're a temporary Aussie." Just the bloke that hates bike riders for some reason. He's trying to start shit randomly in a Bottle car park. It's the old Lapo clientele. Not the classiest people going around. What's going on here, Lou? We are just temporarily wiring up a plug to test a 117 volt 1965 deluxe reverb, because the adapter is a pile of shit and the pins are too thin to even get held captive by the main sockets. You look at the actual ones and they're about twice as thick. So this is a bit sketchy because it's a 240 volt plug, but I've got it going into the variac, and I'm just going to keep an eye on everything. Now initially there was a 3 amp fuse installed, which is not great, so I'll chuck a 1 amp in there. But if we do a mains conversion, we'd only need a 500 milliamp in there, slow blow. There was reports on this one of humming, so I've checked over it passively and visually. Now we're just gonna give it a bit of juice. What?
Glass etching.
Yeah, they all do that. Yeah, I think it's laser.
Yeah.
That's the batch number.
Yeah.
It's kind of good because it can't rub off.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read that. Back in the day, it used to have the year on the part of the code, but they've changed the way they code it. Sorry, just shove that in. And Lou, you might have missed at the start. I know Lou's not your real name, but I can't remember your real name off the top of my head, so Lou it is. And earlier in the stream, Dad was testing his Monster valve tester unit. Alrighty, where were we? Let's attach the meters for the testing the anode current. I'll put this meter, Chris, that's right. I've got it in the email, I just didn't have time to check it. If we were chatting in a meaningful way, I'd look it up before chatting to you, but at the moment I'm a little bit predisposed. Lou isn't Lou? Well, you're Lou now. One o'clock. It's been a pretty quiet day other than the onslaught when I first opened. It's alright, got plenty of work to do, I don't mind it being a bit quiet. Overexposed. This is one of those lenses that goes aperture open more as you zoom out, so the exposure goes higher when you zoomed out. When you zoomed in, the exposure goes down. It's not automatic. One day I'll probably look at getting a better overhead camera, but today is not that day. Too much puppy coffee. Get rid of the solder. It's probably not the smartest place to keep the solder and solder wick right above amplifiers that are powered up and testing, eh? You can easily drop the conductive threads onto the amp.
It's good to see that heatsink does actually do a bit of work.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a messer. The heatsink's not just there for show. A few people commented that, joking around.
Considering when you got 4 valves running at 53 milliamps, plus your screen, the screens are probably around 10 milliamps as well.
Yeah.
So she's hitting it over a bit, but even the transformer area is just green.
Yeah, well, you know, when your heatsink's warming up, you know it's there for a reason, eh?
Sure do.
Get in my belly! So happy to see you guys have quit most other screen holes. Is this a screen hole? That's a good name for a YouTube channel. You can come and visit your screen hole. Sorry. I need a beard trim. It's starting to get out of control again. The guy cut it real short last time, and I was like, oh, bro, I didn't want it that short, but that was like 3 months ago now, and I haven't been back since. They're probably going to get rid of that guy, because the way they cut it, I had to come back every month, and he cut it so much I didn't have to come back for 3 months, so he's probably been fired. They charged me $50 every time, so you get their pound of flesh. Okie dokie, let's put this meter up here. Just realised I positioned them all carefully, and then that one was in the way of my face. Well, it's good to have you here, Chris. I know a lot of people are abandoning social media, at least for their mental health in the immediate future, but I like to think this is a little bit of a refuge for like-minded folks. I have joined Blue Sky too, speaking of all that. Never played on the Twitter field, and I'm certainly not going to fucking do it now, so I'll just touch and poking the internet hornet's nest with a stick, seeing what animals come out of it. Don't you know, need a load on these when powering up? Yeah, absolutely. We're not there yet, Riley. Calm down. You sound like my boss. I.e. me. I'm going to plug a speaker in, not just a load, because I want to hear if there's any... Well, I want to hear the symptom, don't I? The hum. So we've got our meter down here for taking measurements. We'll just set that to DC volts and just check that voltages are coming up where we expect. We'll get a pop on the speaker when we go to ohm mode. 228, pretty much bang on both. Oh, did he? I didn't know that, Ted. Pretty much bang on the same DC resistance per side, so that's good. We'll go to DC volts, and we'll set this to AC volts, because we're measuring the mains going into it. So when we fire that up, we'll probably have, with the Variac on its minimum setting, we'll probably have in the order of 4 to 6 volts AC, something like that I think it is. I'll use my other signal Jenny over here, since Dad's got that one preoccupied with the valve tester. No, it's alright, you carry on. Just get the shorter lead, that one's a million miles long. Alright. Power up. Feed that into the front end. Settle the EQ halfway. Volume down. And halfway on a Fender amp is 5.5 because it starts at 1. And set the reverb down. I'll put my reverb blanking plug in. You can just short it out, but I've got a little 8 ohm load on there, little 5 watt resistor. And we'll short out the vibrato just so we've got stable bias measurement for now. It does make the bias jump around a little bit even when it's set intensity to 0. It's just got varying load on its node. Up to 4 flukes. I've got 5 flukes. I've got another fluke up there. This is the one that Mum and Dad got me when I was about 10 years old, and it's still going strong. That's why I like flukes. They just don't die. It's the old Fluke 11. That's cute. I still like it. The display I've cleaned a few times. It's a little bit funky, but you can still read it fine. Yeah, it's good for just basic stuff. It's got no current measurement. It's just voltage and component testing, but it's good for most stuff. I barely use the current measurement anyway. I'm always using a current sense resistor anyway, so don't really need it for much, unless you're doing a bit of prototyping or something. Your guess is the output jack. You think the output jack's failing? Yeah, looks right. There's only one of them switched. You wouldn't get hum from the output jack. I found some rhodium plated Aussie plugs. Rhodium plated?
Rhodium's the plating they used to use on the pancake coils and the transmitters,
Yeah.
Collins transmitters.
Shit.
There's,
It's like an orange colour, eh?
no,
No?
It's like sandblasted steel.
Huh.
Just a very dull grey.
It just sounds like something that you should say with a South African accent. Rhodium.
Rhodium.
Well, it's rhodium.
And the reason it was used on the transmitters is very hard, and they used to have a bronze bush running on one of the like it was like a T-bar.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, this is snake oil. Sorry, carry on. Yep.
And to tune, when the automatic tuning was in progress, the pancake coils were that round.
Yep.
And it had a bar going across the coil with an insulated roll on one side and a bronze bush running on the rhodium. And by rotating that, you vary the amount of inductance,
Right.
and that's what was how they tuned it.
So what was the reason for the plating material?
Just because it was so robust that it would stand, there's bound to be a bit of
arcing.
minor arcing, and eventually you had to keep cleaning it.
Yeah.
But,
So rhodium's real hard, is it? I don't know much about it.
Very hard plating.
Yeah.
And,
Rhodium.
Collins transmitters, mate.
Collins class. Yeah, so someone recommended this. I found some rhodium plated Aussie plugs. Oh, that was Ted. I think he's taking the piss. Desk share. So who wants to buy a $185 fucking mains plug? Let's see what else they've got here. Esoteric recordings. Wire. 44 bucks a meter. It just looks like standard shit to me. 550 bucks for a cable splitter. I don't know. This is a whole other world of just weirdo shit. I don't entertain any of this stuff. Like this Furu Tech. That'd just be that looks like a Neutrik plug, and they've just replaced the boot. I really find it hard to believe these guys are making their own parts. You never know though. I don't know. Black Friday sale. Only 179 bucks for a Premier power cable, reduced from 299. Yeah, so this isn't too bad. This is like, they've got some ridiculous shit, but most of it's not the crazy insane stuff. It's still stupid expensive, but I think all of this is from they're just resellers for Interdyne brands. They tried to push this shit on me, the power conditioner plug power boards and stuff, and all they've got in it is like a MOV and a couple of same filter shit that everything else has got, and then they charge $1,000. No thank you. Yeah, there's much worse stuff out there, like in terms of snake oil. Disappointingly, nothing really to laugh at. Oh, here we go. Now there's something to laugh at. You've got a RCA plug that's shrouded in timber.
You get better shielding your weather.
Jumper cables for $850. They're just like a banana plug with 6 inches of wire. Fuck. Let's organise by price. That's where we get the laughs. Price. Well, it's price ascending. That's why it's not funny yet. Okay. So 17. Yeah, here we go. Here's the bullshit. This is where the fucking the kind of blokes that buy this. We all know one. Is the kind of blokes that like you wouldn't let mow your lawn even if they offered for free. Let's put it this way: if you're concerned, if you're spending $17,950 on your speaker cables, you probably don't have many mates. It's as simple as that. And you probably don't get a lot of people wanting to talk to you at parties. We wouldn't get invited to them anyway, so whatever. Audiophilia. Anyway, back to this. Mogami and Switchcraft, can't go wrong. Exactly, Riley. That's alright. That's alright, Ted. It was a little bit of comedy for us. Alright, so no more putting off shit. Let's give you some juice and see what happens. Putting 1K into it. Sine wave, minus 20 dB. 4K? Bang. Alright, so that's 4 volts AC into it. Just bring up the power slowly. Wake up meter. Bring up the voltage slowly, I mean. Alright, so we're about halfway there. Let's see what happens at 60 volts AC input. Let's just check the voltages throughout the thing, make sure it's got bias supply. Minus 16.6, minus 17.6, sorry. That's on the grids. Not seeing any conduction yet, but we'll just keep checking the voltages. Zoom in a little. Alright, check the preamp plates. 141 already. Oh, we're starting to conduct on the output stage now. 140. 138. 141. That's the reverb send. 136. 135. 233. 128. 130. Very crackly. Coming good though. Let's give you 400 hertz, eh? Yeah, 1 o'clock already. Time flies when you're having fun, eh?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Let's give you some I forgot that that's AB763 circuit where you ground the tram and then it works, not the Princeton, which is the other way around. Always get confused. Your dog's going nuts. Yeah, sorry. I'll turn it down a bit, hang on. Yeah, I don't know where the hum is. That's part of the fun there, Stephen. When you get a reported fault and it never occurs on this bench. But we're not at full voltage yet, so let's give it 120. Still drawing fuck all from the wall. We're going at pretty far out of balance now, so that's probably where we're going to start seeing some hum. If the right hand side doesn't catch up to the left looks like it's maybe starting to run away, and that could be the source of our hum. We're not getting anything yet, but if that keeps going, remember that the DC resistance of the, maybe it was the plug, yeah, true. Remember that the DC resistance of the output transformer was pretty well even both sides. So we're seeing a pretty heavy mismatch there. Shmishmash. Let's see what's on the grids. The bias will jump around a bit while I probe. Minus 28. Minus 28, so we probably don't have an issue with the coupling caps there. I'd say it's the valve itself, and these are those old RCA things, so alright, we're about where we want to be in terms of the mains, 117. We're drawing 68 watts from the wall, which is about what I'd expect. What was I going to say? My memory is dog shit these days. Let's drop back down a little bit. Let's check the ripple on the nodes. Should have in the order of maybe 10 millivolts up the front end. I'd like to see less than that, but that's probably those sprigs. Ten. It's the same node. Check the phase inverter node. About 30 millivolts. Check the screen. Jumping around a bit. I get that because of the soldering iron though. So the soldering iron's flicking on and off with its thermostat, and that's confusing the shit out of the meter. Turn that off. And usually it stabilizes, but I might be getting a bit confused because of the valve tester over there, not sure. 3.1 volts. 3.1 volt ripples, about what I'd like to see. So yeah, the output stage is a fair bit unbalanced, but Jesus. But yeah, it could just be the plug, so maybe we just need to put a new plug on it, and I'll give him the option for the mains transformer replacement. However, and then it just needs a clean and service. I think all the caps are good. Let's play some guitar through it and have a listen. Alright, so I'm putting money on the fact that the plug was the problem. I'm going to let him know that the output valve's somewhat out of balance. However, if it doesn't manifest itself as a problem, it's not the end of the day, and he likes the sound of it, so sometimes mismatched valves can be a taste thing. There's not really any hum there to speak of, a little bit of hiss, but that's normal on a vintage amp. Pots are scratchy. We've got to redo the mains, make that safe, and just go over some solder connections. And
When you get into 45 milliamps, you're down to 13.6.
13.6, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm really pissed off about that. Stop feeding me shit. You say they're tested and matched. Well, if you tested them and you got those figures, why are you sending them to me? You've learned a ton of what not to do from Carlson's lab. I don't know, I just can't vibe with his personality, but we're complete opposites. Well, they probably consider that a close match.
They're both labelled an S2.
Yeah.
In the match group. And you got, to get 53 milliamps, we're down to 12.5 bias.
Yeah.
As against the lowest ones in the JJs at 16.9.
Yeah.
To get 53 milliamps.
Take them up to 500, see if they arc.
Oh, I don't do any damage.
You go. Yeah, just let me do damage to the fucking amplifier I ended up putting them in. The customer can have it blow up on stage.
Will they take 500?
Yeah, better. Oh, I can take them up 400.
Yeah.
450. Well, 450 is what a Fender amp will give them.
What's he saying? 500 max, 450 screen.
450 screen, yeah, you'd have to limit the screen, but they get way more than that anyway. What next, champions? What next? You know what next? Since we're on a 1965 bent, let's go for a... I think my camera's okay, it just says no battery when it's plugged in to the USB-C. Is it overheating? It's getting warm. How come the Penny Boy never overheats?
Doesn't process as much.
It's superior. Penny Boy didn't even get warm to the touch. Why has Sony got to get hot?
440.
440, no arcing?
But I had to take the bias up to 38, of course.
I can't get over that glass envelope. Like, they didn't even try and get it on straight. Oh, one of my viewers, followers, sent me an amp. Got another 65-ish, 64, 65 PR, Princeton reverb. My best lesson from Carlson is knowing the benefit of the foil end of caps, the lowest impedance spot on your circuit. Yeah, it can matter, it can not. Do you think the amp manufacturers care about that? You can definitely improve it. But yeah, there's lots of places where that's not so critical. Yeah, a bit of Ice House in the background probably means I'm going to get a copyright strike. Yay! Get to donate all my fucking funds to Ice House, even though they're already rich. Let's turn the gain down a bit. Hey ya. Hey ya. Hey ya. Hey ya. We'll leave it there, eh? Filters. Compressor. Let's put noise suppression on. There we go. Customer. So yeah, Princeton Reverb. What was I saying? Terry says, "Fuck the personality. If there's something to learn, pickups worth a watch." Speaking of, picked up tricks from watch repair vids. Oh, there goes the overhead camera. Battery. Yeah, testing. Sorry about that, champions. Again, customers, and then my camera died, and then my mic wouldn't work, and now we're back into it. The camera evidently uses too much power, uses more power than it can charge itself with, so that's useless. I was led to believe that Sony's you can just plug into the USB port and set and forget, and all is well, but that's not the case. The battery dies, so you need a Panasonic because shit because it's products. So testing heat. Hey, testing hey. Testing hey. Is there a massive delay there or what? Minus 15 testing hey yeah testing yo. Right. Yeah, so the Sony can't charge quicker than it uses the battery, and that's even in just plain HD mode. So in 4K mode, you just wouldn't be able to stream because it would overheat and the battery would die so quick. So what's the fucking point in having a Sony? Tubes. Whoa, all wrapped up individual. Ruby customer. Just taking them out before shipping, which is good. No good. NG, I guess. It's plugged into a USB 3.2 port. Either way, that just seems like a lot of power. Why does it need that much friggin' power? Why does it get so hot? I'll just go back to Panny Boy, eh? You can deal with no focus. RCA 12AX7. G'day Andy, how you going, legend? What's going on, champ? AT7 from, the logo looks familiar. I can't remember. 12AT7. Is that an RCA as well? Yeah, well, that RCA's got the same logo. USA. USA. It's from the USA. It's 7025. Got something written on it. Illegible. I'm good, mate. A little bit hot and steamy here today. Not hot, but it's like 75% humidity. And a little bit stressful, but what's new? Running around like a dickhead all morning, trying to keep everything under control, and it's like this every bloody day now. I don't know what about the universe just keeps making things busier and busier and less achievable every day. I didn't used to be like this in my 20s. I think when you're younger, instead of taking on more and more challenges and responsibilities, you sort of just shrug and go to the pub. I don't know. See you at the pub. Whatever. I don't care. Oh, he's wrapped up the shields. That's a bit of overkill, isn't it? He's individually wrapped the shields up. Oh. People have been asking me about the upgraded reverb cables on the Princeton reverb I just did the other week. I've got a link to them now. I sell them on my website. Reverb. Does anyone not know that I've got a full-on web store? Desk share? Oh, I've still got my little... Yeah, I'll get rid of the last frame that the Sony boy produced before she died. So that's my website. Discover your perfect sound. Shell's been doing some promo stuff. Reverb. Analog delay. You punch in reverb, but yeah. Here's the reverb cables. They are under, if you just want to go through the menu, amplifier parts and accessories. Got the Blues Junior boards there. As I produce more parts as replacements for amplifiers, you'll see them here. But we do offer international shipping. However, if you want something internationally, just flick me an email, because at the moment the international shipping calculator is way off mark. It either charges way too much or nowhere near enough. So let me just manually go on and give you a shipping quote if you want stuff shipped internationally. But chances are, for any of that stuff, you can probably get someone locally to supply it for you anyway. If you need a list of good techs, just tell me where you are and I'll let you know someone that's nearby. Right, we've got an aftermarket foot pedal. Looks cheap, but they're actually better than the Fender ones. "10 minutes till shut the shop. You guys have been here with me all day." He's even wrapped up the power cord. He's got a WGS ET10 in there, which is a beautiful speaker for this circuit. You're painting the kitchen, Andy. So I'm on the old earpiece where you're painting the kitchen, eh? Painting is a shit job. I hate painting. Spray painting, sure. Painting. No. House paint. I guess it's therapeutic once you do all the prep. It's the prep that's a pain in the arse, though. Alright. So, is our baffle intact? Yeah, looks good. No one stripped the screw holes out. That's good. We've got all the screw holes there in the speaker. We've got all the bolts for the speaker, sorry. We've got texture marking which valve is which. So, whoever serviced it last probably did that. We've got the original speaker plug and cable. Someone's texted out the original input voltage because it's got a classic tone replacement on there, so it would have had a 240 volt conversion at some point. Not sure if it's a customer or one of his techs that did that. Excuse me, hiccups. What do we got? Still got the 1 amp in there. So when you change the power transformer, you're now using the same amount of power. But you're using half the current because you're using double the voltage. So if it's a 120 volt transformer and you change it to a 240 volt transformer, you can then put a half amp fuse in there. Sorry, you don't need the 1 amp in there still. So there's obviously no capacitor there, but there's still a gaping hole there, and there's what looks like a ground bus passing over it, but I can see someone's used some rivets to mount a couple of tag strips in there, so it looks similar to what I do, but it looks 90 degrees from what I do. So let's get the chassis out to learn more. Got the same old cracked reverb connectors. Got a missing cable clamp there. Not the end of the world, I got them in stock. This is easier to do the other way around. Maybe I need a higher power supply for the Sony, like plug it into the USB via an actual like high current adapter, and then just run the HDMI out again into the capture card. Maybe it can only deliver so much power while it's doing the USB streaming. Hard to know. This is where all the specs sort of fall over, and no one really knows a definitive answer. You just kind of got to test it. Cheap amp doctor, yeah. I'm pissed off about that. I'm sick of wasting money. Oh, everyone's gone over to Tone Talk, that's why. Lost a Keps nut. Lost a Keps nut on that one, so I'll replace the Keps nut. Yeah, you know, Keps nut. You don't know what a Keps nut is? Well then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just a Star Wars on the nut.
Yeah, it's like held captive.
Yeah.
It's held hostage. Alright, you ready? What's that?
The M34 heaters.
Oh yeah.
1.3
1.4 amp, I think. Yeah. Alright, so not too bad. They've used F&Ts, and same principle to me, but just they've used tag strips that have the center screw on them, not the ones with the screw at either end like I do. I just run the caps straight to where they've got to go, but pretty good work, except for all the grounding points being on the transformer hardware, which is not a good one, and the fact that someone's enlarged the transformer cutout at some point. No, maybe not. The classic tone is just smaller. Is it the correct model? I don't know. Overall, the yeah, there's a few issues, like we don't have the active fused. We've got the neutral on to the fuse tip, and the transformer connected to the ring, and the active going to the switch and then to the transformer. So again, we'll fix that up. $1.04K and 18K, so they are okay. We've had a Nichicon recap on the bias supply, and someone's modified it and put a trim pot down there. Those must be pretty old Nichicon caps. They're massive. 22 microfarad, 25 volt. Oh, that's date code on there, isn't it? 2016, 25th week. Not that old. Got some 3-watt screen grids on there. Looks like aftermarket 1.5K grid stoppers, and they've got 1 ohm resistors to the chassis on the cathode for current sensing. overall not too bad. So I might get in touch with the customer and just, because this was sent to me, and just confirm 100% what issues he was having, if any, or if it's just in for a service, and check over. Anyway, chat's pretty much gone dormant, so I think I'll leave it here because everyone's pissed off with all the camera bullshit and customer serving. And now Dave Freeman's streaming, so everyone would have gone over there. So I might love yous and leave yous, champions, whoever's left. Take it easy, and I'll make sure I charge my camera a bit better next time, eh? See you, legends.